My name is Anthony, and I need your help. I am part of a medical mission that is planning to go to Nepal in September of this year. You might be wondering, where's Nepal? Well, if you've heard of Mount Everest, that is where Nepal is at. So Everest kind of right on the northern edge of Nepal. Or it could be the south end. Haven't been there yet, so I don't have any specifics on that. But I am a registered nurse. I got my BSN at University of Northern Colorado in 1996. And shortly after that, I did 3.5 years as a pediatric triage nurse, and also spent some time as an ER nurse and also a little bit of time in labor and delivery. So the organization that I'm with, which is called HumlaFund.org, was pretty excited to have a nurse with my experience and my background. And I was pretty excited as well. I haven't used my nursing skills in quite a while, and pretty excited about the project. I will be doing the hard part. Doctors, nurses, EMTs, and other medical professionals, we're all going to be heading over there. And some of these villages are so remote that it takes 2 or 3 days to even get there. And we're going to be traveling between 10 and 15,000 feet. So we'll be hiking for basically 2 days, set up shop, and immediately start rendering medical care. And we'll be at each village for 2 or 3 days. So it doesn't matter if the patient comes in the middle of the night or 5 in the morning. We're there to work, and we're there to do whatever we can in the short amount of time that we have. So I'm very honored to be going to one of the coldest and driest places on the planet to help out. But I need your help. I need to raise about $7,500. That's going to cover the fees to go there, the airline, and I need your help with that. We would be leaving about mid-September and coming back about mid-October. And maybe now would be a time to tell you a little bit about me. When I was a little kid, I didn't have the best grades, and I was always kind of an ornery little kid. Very, very hyper. Luckily, my parents never put me on any Ritalin or anything. Of course, I was probably a good candidate for that. Always kind of feisty and get in trouble. But I do remember in my lifetime 3 or 4 teachers that made such an impact on my life that I sometimes wonder where I would be without them. And I think about being that role model for somebody, being something for a kid to look up to. And you never know, one of the kids I might take care of might end up becoming a phenomenal doctor someday. You never know. But now it's time to turn intention into action. And I've been wanting to do this for a couple of years now, and I've got to do this. I've got to do this year. I ask you to donate at the shop, to call with a credit card number, to mail a check. But there's a philosophy called giver's gain that says when you give, then you can kind of hope to maybe get something in return. But I like to go one step better and to say to give without any expectation of anything in return. So, man, that phone went off right on schedule there. Help me lead with compassion. I will walk the long hikes, and I will carry the heavy loads. All I'm asking you to help with is to help get me there. And it's taken me a long time in my life to learn to ask for help. I've always tried to do everything by myself, and again, I have to give a lot of that credit to my dad, and it's carried me far. But I also realize that in order to accept help, I have to give help. And so that's where it kind of comes back and forth. But 2 years ago was one of the most difficult, if not the most difficult time in my life. And I am very grateful every day that the challenges were there. Because it was a challenge just to get out of bed 2 years ago. But it taught me a lot of humility and mindfulness and patience. And it reminded me that I've had great success in my life. And I know you have too. And I think it's time to give back. So I'm asking for you to help me with that. It doesn't matter how small, or if you wanted to help out with the whole thing, it doesn't matter. I need the help to get there. And what I'm going to be doing on this trip, I'm going to be taking pictures of all the kids and adults that I help to take care of. And I'm going to be putting all these pictures together in a video that we'll be showing when I get back. So you can actually see who you helped. And I think that's really important. I want you to feel like you're there, because in all actuality, I wouldn't be there without you. So I want you to have a feel of the culture, the people, the extremeness of the environment. because we're going to be in the shadow of Mount Everest, and it's going to be pretty dangerous. 100% of what you give will go to this medical mission. I know there's a lot of charities out there where you give, but you wonder if only 10 cents of your dollar goes to them. And we want to have full accountability for every cent, and we're even going to be posting how much comes in and where it's going. I'll even put pictures of the airline tickets and all that other stuff, so you can see that it is absolutely being used for what it is intended for. Your name, your company's name, will go in the video credits. It's just kind of our way of saying, hey, thank you for your help. If you want to remain anonymous, that's fine, but if not, we'd love to have your name, your company's name in the credits for the video. And these people need our help. And again, I'm asking very humbly, help me to get there. And if you have any questions, please call the shop, leave your name and your number. I'd be happy to return your call and answer any questions that you might have. But thank you very much for helping to put my medical skills into play literally on the other side of the planet for 3 intensive weeks at extremely high altitude, helping out those who really can't help themselves right now. Thank you very much, and I hope to hear from you.